We are Ham Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Freddie Mac, your ham radio crusader, and we're here to talk again about another chapter in the book of SkywarnPlus. Last time we talked about SkyDescribe and how it works with alert script. Pretty neat little feature, right? Well, we're going to go one step farther and talk about customizing audio files. Now, you may or may not know, but there is a feature when the SkywarnPlus alerts sound, you can set it to sound for just your county or multiple counties around you. You could even throw counties anywhere in the United States if you wanted to be alerted to those counties' weather alerts. But, you know, I, at first, only wanted to be alerted to my county. Then I got to thinking about it. You know what? You know, a lot of the weather, the bad weather that comes to my neck of the woods comes from the county to the west of me or to the counties to the southwest of me. Occasionally, they come from the counties to the northwest and straight to the north. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to include them too in my alerts. But SkywarnPlus has a feature where it will automatically say the name of the county that's affected by the alert being issued. For example, sometimes if you get a tornado watch coming into Okfuskee County to my west, that alert would sound, it would say something to the effect of updated weather information, tornado watch. And now it will say behind that, Okfuskee County, and it's a computer generated voice. And if you get a severe thunderstorm warning for multiple counties and those counties are in your list of alerts, they will sound and announce the name of that county as it's being issued. And if one gets dropped or one gets updated, when that weather information gets updated, you get an alert as well. So it's really kind of a neat feature. And I think if you want to watch multiple areas in SkywarnPlus and be alerted to it over your AllStar or GMRSLive node, this video is for you. We're going to be touching on a lot of stuff with SkywarnPlus because it's very rich, very robust weather add-on for SkywarnPlus and GMRSLive. So stay tuned. This is how we do it.
Okay, so I'm at the github.com/mason1098/SkywarnPlus website. This is Mason Nelson's GitHub repository for SkywarnPlus. And I've scrolled down to the section called Customizing the Audio Files. SkywarnPlus comes with a library of audio files that can be replaced with any 8 kHz mono PCM16 wave files you want. These are found in the Sounds directory by default, along with the dictionary.txt, which explains audio file assignments. Several customizations can be easily made in the config.yaml, but the sound files are always available for you to modify directly as well. If you'd like to use ID change, you must create your own audio files. Follow this guide on how to convert audio files for use with */app_rpt. And one part of this I want to focus on for this video is county identifiers. SkywarnPlus features the capability to play county-specific audio files to reference the affected area of the alerts. It enhances the user's awareness of the geographic area affected by the event, making the system more informative and valuable to users monitoring systems that provide coverage for multiple counties. By assigning unique audio tags to each county, users can immediately recognize which county is affected by an event as soon as it is detected by SkywarnPlus. Now there's an automated setup using countyidgen.py. To simplify the process of setting up county-specific audio tags, SkywarnPlus provides a utility script called countyidgen.py. This script is assigned to generate wave audio files for each county code identified in the config.yaml using the voice RSS to text speech API. Save these generated files in the proper directory and modify the config.yaml automatically to reference these files. To use the script for automated setup, simply make sure you have already set up all of your county codes, alerting section, and the voice RSS details in the SkyDescribe section in the config.yaml file, and then execute the script ./countyidgen.py. And that's what I'm going to show you for this video, is the automated setup for the countyidgen.py file. So first we are going to get into our Raspberry Pi Zero. Going to do that SSH session, and we're going to hit number 9. Start that bash shell interface. So we're going to navigate. Once we're in our bash shell interface, we're going to change directory to user local bin Skywarn Plus, and yes, it is case sensitive, so the S in Skywarn and the P in Plus, although they're all together, need to be capitalized, those two words. Hit enter, and we're in our directory. Now we can nano config.yaml. We're going to go in here and make sure the alerting section and the Sky Describe section is already set up. So we're already down here to alerting, and I've got the county code already in for Okmulgee County. So I'm actually going to add a county here so that everyone knows what page we're on and we can see the differences. So I need to go to alerts.weather.gov and look up a county code for Creek County. And we're going to hit, land areas with zones, I believe. We're going to go to Oklahoma. Oh, let's go back. We're going to go to Oklahoma and hit county zones. Yes, and we're going to go down to Creek County. Down to Creek County, and that is OKC 037. So we're going to hit OKC 037, make that Creek County. Now I also want to add one more county because there's a county to our west that seems a lot of the storms that we get come from there. So if I get a little advance warning when their stuff is coming our way, I might have a little bit of a heads up. So we're going to go down here to Okfuskee County. There it is, OKC 107. Space bars, not tab. And I'll put a space in behind that and put a gap between it and the next line. So we needed to make sure alerting was up to date. We also needed to make sure that our Sky Describe section is configured. So let's go down to Sky Describe. And there it is. Our API key is in here from voicerss.org. And how do you get that? You can come here to voicerss.org and log in or create an account, and you can do a free account because there is pricing for premium accounts. Now, if you want the free section, you get 350 daily requests. You get plain text input, but you do not get SSML input, which is speech synthesis markup language, and it's an XML-based markup language for speech synthesis applications. You don't get a basic dashboard statistics. You don't get a premium dashboard or SLA. But you do get 300 daily requests, 350 daily requests for this purpose. If you have a need for more than that, for whatever application you're doing it, you're going to have to pay for it. But Voice RSS is very, very dependable. Okay, so once you've done that, you can get an API key from voicerss.org and you would paste it in here. It's a big old long hairy thing that is hard to memorize. Now you get voice RSS speech rate, -10 is the slowest, 10 is the fastest. You're going to have to mark this down for yourself. It's set at 1 right now, which is like right in the middle, so I'm going to leave it there for now. And the default voice you get is John, and I don't know if you get any of the others with the free account, but I'm just going to leave it there for the purpose of this tutorial. Maximum number of words to be spoken by Sky Describe, and it's set by default by 150 because some of these alerts can be very descriptive, so you can adjust this to your liking as well. Now, since both of these, Control X, yes to save, enter to exit, since both of these are configured, I'm going to stay in that directory. I'm going to copy this line of code, ./countyidgen.py, and it will insert those county codes for me. So I paste it there, I'll hit enter. Let the script file do its work, and it's going to come up and say, warning, please read the following information carefully before proceeding. This utility is designed to generate WAV audio files corresponding to each county code defined in the SkywarnPlus config.yaml using the Voice RSS text-to-speech API. The generated audio files will be saved in the appropriate location, and the SkywarnPlus config.yaml will be automatically updated to use them. However, a few things to keep in mind. The script will only attempt to generate WAV files for county codes that are defined in the config. Pronunciations for some county names might not be accurate. In such cases, you may need to manually create the files using voice RSS. This might involve intentionally misspelling the county name to achieve the desired pronunciation. The script will attempt to back up any files before it modifies them, but it is always a good idea to manually back up your existing configuration and files before running this script. The script will modify your config.yaml file, so you should always double check the changes it makes. There might be improperly formatted indentations, comments, etc. that you will need to fix manually. Proceed with caution. Do you want to proceed? Oh, why not? Files generation completed. So let's take a look at something here, and we're just going to go right back into the config.yaml file, page down, and looky here. It's put the words Okmulgee behind Okmulgee, Creek behind Creek, and Okfuskee behind the Okfuskee County Code. So why not just try it out? Go all the way down to the dev section at the bottom. And we can inject a volcano warning, but I need to insert a line or two here that will include the county codes for our test. So let me make sure I've got tabs or spaces in here and not tabs. So county codes, colon. Okay, now here's where I went wrong. And this is just an example of how touchy YAML can be. We'll nano back into our config.yaml file and tab down here a little bit. Now you'll notice I went ahead and put quotes around Okmulgee Creek and Okfuskee here. I don't believe that's necessary. I thought maybe that was the problem, but it wasn't. All the way down here in the dev section where I inject my alerts, I had put county code and not county codes. I left out this S right here. And that botched up the whole thing. And come to find out, it doesn't matter what order you put these codes in for your test injects, it will read them off accordingly. It just knows, hey, these are the 3 counties you need to sound off on. So I want you to hear what the auto-generated county names sound like. So we're going to change this back to true, turn our inject back on, Control X, yes to save, enter to exit. And we'll go back to our Supermon 2 page.
Good morning. The time is 10 a.m. Weather conditions, mostly sunny. Temperature, 80 degrees. Updated local information. Nuclear power plant warning.
Creek, Okmulgee, Okfuskee.
And that third county there was the premium example of you might have to misspell the word to get the pronunciation right because it's pronounced Okfuskee and the computer interpreted it as Okfuskee. We can make some tweaks, but this is the auto-generated version, and I would prefer that the announcements say the word county after the name of the county. So we'll make some changes here. The first thing we're going to do is turn those injects back off. And you know, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to make the files manually. What I like to do is just go ahead and either WinSCP or use FileZilla and do an SFTP session right into the node. And then I'll go to user local bin SkywarnPlus, and I'll take that config.yaml file and I'll edit it. Discard the local, bring open a new one. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see it if you're old like me. But in the alerting section here in this description, there is a shortcut key, link I should say, to help you get that file generated through a browser. So I'm going to take this and copy it. I'm going to open a browser, paste it in. Now right here where it says key equals, I'm going to paste in my API key from voice RSS here. which is right here. I can copy it, paste it in right there, but I've still got to change the name from Saline County to, we're going to change Okfuskee and spell it Oak Fusk E. And we're going to hit enter, let it produce it, and then we'll play it.
Okfuskee County.
And it got it correct. So it's generated the file for us, but how do we get it down? Well, if you hit these three dots right here, you can download it. And I'll put it in a place on my local machine so that I know where it's at, but I'm going to give it a name called Okfuskee because I'm going to overwrite the file that's actually there. So let's save that one. Now, we can still use this same link to regenerate the names for our other counties. So let's go Okmulgee, hit enter.
Okmulgee County.
And it's right, so we're going to download that one, call it Okmulgee, and then we're going to come up here to the browser and change this one to Creek.
Creek County.
And we're going to download that. And since we're here, let me go ahead and name that Creek. Since we're already here and all set up, you know, I may just produce the sound files for my surrounding counties.
Tulsa County.
And save those up for later in case I ever want to turn them on. Now, I know you did get to see my API key, but don't fear, I'll generate a new one. I just don't want to have to take the time to hide this one because it's a huge pain in the bahunkus. All right, let's go back to our FileZilla session here. Go to our sounds directory under user, local, bin, SkywarnPlus, sounds. And there's our three existing counties. And I'm going to navigate on my local machine to the downloads folder. And I need to make sure that the files that I'm about to copy over are spelled and referenced and make sure that they have the same case sensitivity as the files that are on the Raspberry Pi / AllStar node. So I'll start with Creek County. Yep, it's the same. I'm going to drag it over and overwrite it. And there we go. Everybody's happy. So I'm going to go ahead and copy Creek over as well. Well, I think I did Creek already. It's Okfuskee I want to bring over. And the file size updated. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring over Muskogee, McIntosh, and Tulsa counties just in case I want to use them in future. All right, now that part's done. We can cancel this session and back out. Go back into our config.yaml file. Going to leave all those the way they are and just go right back down to our dev section and then turn on our injected alerts and see if we get some new sound.
Updated local information. Nuclear power plant warning.
Creek County. Okmulgee County. Okfuskee County.
And there it is. And now we'll wait for our Supermon 2 page to update. And there it goes. It takes quite a little while before the Supermon 2 page will update to the actual issued warning. And if any of you out there know how to increase that refresh time, I'd sure like to know. I would like for this to update just about as soon as the warning is issued. It's just a little point of contention of mine, a little OCD, if you will. All right, so that is how you use the customization of audio files in SkywarnPlus.
So what'd you think? Pretty neat stuff, right? Well, SkywarnPlus has got a lot of features, and we're going to try to cover them all. Y'all have a great week, great month, great rest of your day. This is Freddie Mac, your ham radio crusader, saying 73s, wishing all the good signals to be yours, and ham on, y'all.